Keep President Donald Trump's health in prayer. As take a look at the latest headlines with me coming out today, July 17th, 2025. We're hearing the White House has just released a Trump health update after speculation over his swollen legs and bruised hands. This is spreading today all over social media. Let me know if you've seen it. There's a lot of pictures coming out of what they're saying is a health situation that Trump currently has that has been revealed. Trump, 79, had emergency heart tests because of his swollen legs. So they have been testing his heart, making sure that everything is going well with him. I'm going to play for you the update from the White House and read these articles so you can see it for yourself. And also coming out today, just a little while ago, President Trump diagnosed with a condition causing leg swelling and bruising. What is it? I'm going to play for you the latest video footage, the articles, and let me know in the comments. Are you a praying individual? If so, drop praying hands in the comments. For support for Donald Trump, drop a 47. And if you appreciate the breaking news updates, this coming out today, July 17, 2025, please take a second if you haven't done so yet. Hit that like button. Subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free. Whatever unfolds, I will keep you up to speed here on the channel, and I will make sure that I cite all the sources, all these articles I'm referencing, hyperlinked in the description so you can see the dates, the sources, read them for yourself, and I'm going to play for you the video footage. So subscribe, hit that like button. But let's start off with this update from the White House on Donald Trump's condition, where things currently stand, what they are revealing to us. I'm going to share with you the pictures after the video so you can see the pictures of his hands where there's bruising. Looks like they've been trying to cover it up. You can see the pictures of his legs that have been coming out where his feet are swollen, and they're saying that he has some sort of condition. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the details. And thank you for all those praying hands. Glad to know that the Ram fam here on the channel, we have praying individuals. Send those prayers the way of Donald Trump. Even if this turns out not to be anything super significant, prayer, I believe, works. And I think that he could use all the prayer that we can send his way. And I'm seeing those 47s. So thank you. Hit that like button. Let's take a look at this update coming out from the White House today so you can see it for yourself. Let's go ahead and play this video footage.
On another note, I know that many in the media have been speculating about bruising on the president's hand and also swelling in the president's legs. So in the effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House medical unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70. Importantly, there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type natriuretic peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. Additionally, recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. This is a well-known and benign side effect of aspirin therapy. And the president remains in excellent health, which I think all of you witness on a daily basis here. So the president wanted me to share that note with all of you. I'm happy to take further questions on it. We will provide the memorandum from the president's physician to all of you, as we always do. And we'll get to questions here in.
There you have it, you guys. So let me know your thoughts. So they're saying that he is okay. They have a diagnosis on him, but they're saying that he is fine. Now, they're saying the bruising is from excessive handshaking, but let me know your thoughts. Now, I'm going to share with you the pictures, and you tell me what you think if you see it for yourself. And I think we're well aware of the fact that oftentimes the press secretary of the White House, even if there's stuff going on, they don't want to alarm the public. But like I said, You take a look at it and you let me know your thoughts on this. Now, I'm going to look at several of these, but I'm going to pull up this one from the Daily Beast because they have the pictures so you can see it for yourself. I'm also going to read one from Fox News that's got a lot of detail as well, but let's take a look at this. It says Trump 79, and as they mentioned, he had an emergency heart test because of his swollen legs. So they're taking a look at what's going on with his body here, and let's take a look at the details. Images of President Trump's swollen ankles and bruised hands have raised questions. All of this coming out today, July 17th. And here you can see his feet and how swollen they said they are. Like right now, looking much swollen than normal. President Donald Trump was evaluated by the White House medical unit after swelling in his legs, the administration revealed on Thursday. The revelation comes after images of the president's swollen ankles and bruising on his hands have raised questions over the 79-year-old's health. Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt addressed the president's ankles and his hand in a Thursday press briefing, reading a note from the president's physician. And here you can see his hand. You can see there on the top part of his hand, it looks like they have put some sort of cover up on it, as they're saying there has been severe bruising on his hand. And they're saying it is from so many handshakes that are taking place. Let me know your thoughts. Let's go ahead and read on. And I believe there's more photos of his hands and the bruisings. Now, in recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly elevated by the White House medical unit, Leavitt said. She claimed the comprehensive examination concluded chronic venous insufficiency and called it a benign and common condition. This is CVI, which occurs when veins in a person's legs are damaged, according to the Cleveland Clinic. The veins can't manage the blood flow well and make it harder for the blood to return to the heart. The Cleveland Clinic states that it may cause mild symptoms at first, but could interfere with a person's quality of life over time and lead to serious complications. Now, it says the treatments for CVI include lifestyle changes such as exercise and weight loss, as well as compression therapy. If such measures are not enough, it could lead to providers to recommend a procedure or a surgery. Now, the disease can cause pain, but Leavitt insisted that Trump was not feeling any discomfort. She referred questions about the treatment to his physician. The memo from Dr. Sean Barbabella stated Trump remains in excellent health. It did not address his course of treatment. Now, Leavitt also addressed the bruising on his hands that has raised questions on numerous occasions, including this week when it appeared that he had tried to cover it with a concealer. She told the Daily Beast that this week that the bruises are due to the president's series of handshaking, which she repeated again on Thursday from the podium, which you just saw in the video footage. Recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as a part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen, she's claimed. Now, the memo referred to it as a well-known and benign side effect to aspirin therapy. There's another picture of the hands. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that is from handshaking? Or do you think that that is from something else? If you think that it is from an illness, put ill. Or if you think it's from handshake, put hands. Let me know. Is that from hands, or is that from an illness, the bruising that you're seeing on Trump's hands in these photos? Now, among the tests Trump had during his evaluation was a bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasound, which is used to evaluate blood flow, according to Leavitt. She also said that his lab tests included a complete blood count, and he had an echocardiogram, which confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. In April, the White House released the president's health report, which claimed that Trump had no major issues and was in excellent condition, excellent health. It specifically stated blood flow to his extremities is unimpaired. So they're saying that he has no issues, but you can see from the pictures his ankles look swollen and that they are saying his hands are starting to bruise. But images of the president's swollen ankles while he was sitting at the FIFA Club World Cup final match on Sunday went viral online. Leavitt made a point to tout the president's busy schedule on Thursday while denying the president was in any pain. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. I'm seeing a lot of people in the comments saying they think that this is an illness. It's not just from handshaking. I am seeing a couple people putting hands. They think it's from shaking hands. We'll see. Now, we're going to look at more of what it is that he has, but let's take a look at this article coming out here from Fox News. It's going to give us a little more detail. The White House releases Trump health update after speculation over swollen legs and bruised hands. Now it says the White House press secretary Carolyn Leavitt revealed additional details on President Donald Trump's health after photos showed some bruising on the back of his hands and apparently swollen legs. I know that many in the media have been speculating about the bruising on the president's hands and also the swelling on the president's legs, she said Thursday Today. So in an effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. Leavitt went on to read the memo explaining that the swollen legs were a part of a benign and common condition for individuals older than the age of 70, while the bruising on his hands were attributed to frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs, Leavitt said Thursday during a press briefing. In keeping up with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House's medical unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination including diagnostic vascular studies, bilateral lower extremities, venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiencies, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70, she said. Importantly, there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial diseases, she continued. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type, natriuretic peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. So they are saying that the testing is showing that he is in good health, that the swelling from the hands or the bruising is from handshaking. The swelling of the feet is that there is some sort of vascular issues, but they're saying it is nothing serious. Photos of Trump's swollen legs circulated in July when he joined the FIFA Club World Cup final Sunday at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, accompanied by the First Lady Melania Trump, spurring headlines and social media speculation that the president was allegedly concealing a health issue, while concern also spread after photos of Trump's hands showed bruising when he met with the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Bahrain, Salman bin Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, on Wednesday. And there you can see more pictures of the hands. Leavitt went on to explain that the bruising on the back of Trump's hand was due to his aspirin intake and frequent shaking of hands with other people. Additionally, recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hands, she said. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as a part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. Now, this is a well-known and benign side effect of aspirin therapy, and the president remains in excellent health, which I think all of you witness on a daily basis here. So the president wanted me to share that note with all of you. Trump's White House physician released a medical report in April that found that he was in excellent health. President Trump remains in excellent health, exhibiting robust cardiac, pulmonary, neurological, and general physical function, read the release from Navy Captain Sean Barbarbella, the physician to the president. Now, the release included Trump's vital statistics, noting that the president is 75 inches tall, weighs 224 pounds, has a resting heart rate of 62 beats per minute, a blood pressure of 128/74, a pulse oximetry of 99% on room air, and temperature of 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So there you have it. They're saying that he is healthy despite the swelling in his legs. And let's take a look at this. What is the condition that he has been diagnosed with? A little bit more detail on this. For those of you that are wanting to do prayers, you can get a little bit more information specifically on what currently they're saying Trump has been diagnosed with. President Donald Trump was recently diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency that has resulted in swelling of his legs and bruising on his hands, the White House press secretary Carolyn Leavitt announced. Leavitt discussed Trump's diagnosis at a July 17th briefing today with reporters after Trump underwent medical tests to examine swelling in his legs near his ankles and bruising on the back of the president's right hand. The ankle swelling is related to the venous disease, which Levitt's called a common condition for individuals over the age of 70. Trump is 79. Now, according to Bloomberg, White House doctors still determined that Trump was in excellent health and that there were no signs of deep vein thrombosis or arterial diseases. Now, here's what to know about the disease, symptoms, and treatment, and more. What is chronic venous insufficiency? Chronic venous insufficiency occurs in the leg veins when they don't allow blood to flow back up to the heart, causing it instead to flow backwards, according to Johns Hopkins Medicine. The blood instead pools in the legs, causing pain. What are the symptoms of chronic venous insufficiency? Symptoms of chronic venous insufficiency include swelling in the legs or ankles, a tight feeling in the calves or itchy, painful legs, and pain when walking that relieves when at rest, according to Johns Hopkins Medicine. Other symptoms include brown-colored skin, often near the ankles, varicose veins, leg ulcers, discomfort in the legs or an urge to move the legs, restless leg syndrome, painful leg cramps, or muscle spasms. Charley horses, they said. Chronic venous insufficiency causes. People are more likely to develop chronic venous insufficiency if they are overweight, pregnant, have a family history, or have a prior damage to the leg due to surgery, injury, or blood clots, Johns Hopkins says. Other causes could be the following: high blood pressure in the leg veins due to excessive sitting or standing, lack of exercise, smoking, a blood clot in a deep vein, swelling, inflammation of vein close to the skin. Now, what is chronic venous insufficiency's treatment? Healthcare providers determine a treatment plan for chronic venous insufficiency based on a person's age, overall health, and medical history, often involving elevating the legs, wearing compression socks, and adding in regular exercise. Other treatments may involve medications to increase blood flow and endeavorous laser ablation or radiofrequency ablation involving a tube insert into the affected vein to close it off. Serious cases may involve surgery, specifically tying off the affected vein to stop blood flow, or sclerotherapy, where the chemical is injected to scar the vein to stop carrying blood. Chronic venous insufficiency life expectancy, is it dangerous? Chronic venous insufficiency is not a serious health threat, Johns Hopkins says. The Cleveland Clinic further added that it's progressive disease that can cause discomfort, pain, and reduce life quality. But they're saying, but will not bring someone to death. But that is what they are saying that President Donald Trump has been diagnosed with. This coming out today, July 17th, 2025. So again, if you are a praying individual, drop those praying hands in the comments. If not, but you still support President Donald Trump, drop a 47. And I will continue to keep you up to date. This just coming out, I think about an hour or so ago, just a little while ago, getting this update on the president. It's circulating around social media, the photos of the swollen legs, the hands, and as more comes out, I will continue to keep you up to date. But again, say a prayer for the president's health. They're saying it's not anything severe or to be majorly concerned about, but it does appear that he has been diagnosed with this sickness, and prayers, I believe, help. And if you believe it as well, drop those praying hands, hit that like button, subscribe to stay up to date, and I'll keep you up to speed on everything as it unfolds. There's a lot going on right now with the world. We've got conflicts all over the globe. We have legislation that's being passed and being presented. We also have concerns about what is going to be happening here in the United States with sleeper cells, with whatever happened to Doge, dividend refund checks, Social Security. Now we're hearing 90% of those that are on Social Security don't have to pay taxes. There is a lot unfolding. I'll keep you up to speed on everything here on the channel. So if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date, and I'll catch you in the next one. But that is the latest, you guys. Good news is we're hearing that this is not something that is lethal to the president, but definitely keep him in prayer because they're saying it is painful, and he does show signs right now of swelling and bruising on the president. But I'll keep you up to date on more as it comes out. That is the latest, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.